my dear friends, how are you? I hope you're good and I'm also fine here. I welcome you to my channel English Planet, wherein I upload videos about English grammar, English idioms, English proverbs and English pronunciation. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the most important topic in English grammar, that is tenses and its types. So I'll be examining each and every tense in a bit detail so that you get a clear picture of what a tense is and how do we use the tenses in English language. But before I could start off, I would like to give a brief introduction about myself. I'm your friend Sunil. I'm a production engineer. Also, I hold a degree in MBA systems from the University of Mumbai, India. So that's about it. Without wasting much of your time, let's jump straight into the video. Now, what do you mean by a tense? Tense is basically a time. Tense is a time which indicates when an action has taken place or whether sometime in the past or in the present or it will take place in the future. It is basically a time. For example, now let us have a look at these three important points. This is the basis of understanding tenses. Whenever you see continuous tense, you have to blindly use ing form of the verb. Whenever you see continuous or progressive, continuous is also known as progressive tense. So whenever you see continuous or progressive tense, use blindly the ing form of the verb. For example, read becomes reading, write becomes writing, sleep becomes sleeping, dance becomes dancing, ing. Whenever you see perfect tense, you have to use either has or have or had, depending upon which tense you are using. In perfect tense, always use has or have or had. And when you see the combination of perfect plus continuous tense, when you see the combination of perfect plus continuous tense, apart from including ing and has, have or had, include the word been. So in perfect plus continuous, you have to use either has or have or had plus ing plus been. So this is these are the three important points as far as tenses are concerned. Now let us have a look at the types of tenses. First one is the present tense. In present tense, again there are four subtypes. First one is simple present tense. Second one is present continuous tense. So in present continuous tense, since it is present, you have to use either is or am or are, and since it is continuous, you have to use ing. So is or am or are plus ing. Third one is present perfect tense. Since it is present, you have perfect, you have to use either has or have and not had. Had would come in past tense, past perfect tense. And last one is present perfect continuous tense. Now there's a combination of perfect plus continuous, so you have to use been, and since it is perfect, you have to use either has been or have been, and since it is continuous, so you have to use ing as well, so it becomes has been or have been plus ing. Second one is the past tense. There are four subtypes. First one is the simple past tense. Second one is the past continuous tense. Since it is past, you have to use either was or were, and since it is continuous, you have to use plus ing. Third one is the past perfect tense. Since it is a past perfect tense, you have to use had. Has or have will come in the present perfect tense. And the fourth one is the past perfect continuous tense. Since it is a combination of perfect plus continuous, you have to use been. Now since it is perfect, past perfect, you have to use had and continuous, so ing. So it becomes had been plus ing. Simple. And last one is the future tense. There are four subtypes again. First one is the simple future tense. Second one is the future continuous tense. In future continuous tense, since it is future, you will be using will be, and since it is continuous, you will be using ing. So it becomes will be plus ing. Future perfect tense. Since it is future, you will use will. Perfect means have and not had. And fourth one is the future perfect continuous tense. Since it is a combination of perfect plus continuous, you will be using been. Since it is future perfect, you will be using will have, and continuous means ing. So it becomes will have been plus ing. Now let us examine the first tense, that is a simple present tense, in a bit detail. Now when do we use simple present tense? We use simple present tense in the following cases. First one, when you want to express a habitual action. For example, I get up at 5 a.m. every day. So this is an example of simple present tense. Why? Because it expresses a habitual action. He takes exercise every morning. Again, this is a simple present tense. Second one, when you want to express a universal truth or a fact. For example, honey is sweet, fortune favors the brave. So these are examples of simple present tense. Third one, when you want to express an action taking place in the immediate present. For example, here comes the bus, there she goes. So these are examples of simple present tense. Fourth one, when you want to indicate the present period. For example, he works in this office or he has a big garden. So these are examples of simple present tense. Fifth one, to express a future fixed action. For example, the train starts at 5 p.m. This is not future tense, this is simple present tense because you are expressing a future fixed action. The train starts at 5 p.m. We go to the bank next week. So these are examples of simple present tense. Sixth one, you also have to use simple present tense in time clauses. What are time clauses? When time clauses means when it is introduced by conjunction of time such as when, while, until, till, after, as soon as, no sooner, then, and so on. For example, I shall wait till you come. Since there is till in this, so it becomes a simple present tense. This is not future tense. I shall wait till you come. Till. It becomes a simple present tense. When. When you reach home, I shall meet you. So this is again an example of simple present tense. Seventh one, in conditional clauses. In conditional, here that you will find a condition. What is a condition? If it rains, this is a condition. We shall get wet. So this is an example of a simple present tense. Unless he studies, this is a condition. He will not pass. This is not a future tense. This is a simple present tense. We will wait until she comes back. This is a condition. Until she comes back, we will wait. So this is an example of a simple present tense. Eighth one, to introduce a quotation. For example, Shakespeare says, frailty thy name is woman. This is a quotation. So this becomes an example of simple present tense. You can also use simple present tense in exclamatory sentences beginning with here or there. For example, here comes Sohan or there goes Rekha. So these are examples of simple present tense. Second one is the present continuous tense. Now you have seen in the previous slide, what is present continuous tense? You have to use is, am or are plus ing. Now when do we use the present continuous tense? For an action going on at the time of speaking. For example, the boys are playing football. Are plus ing. So present continuous. For a temporary solution which may not actually be happening at the time of speaking. For example, I am reading Tom Sawyer. M is MR plus ing. So this is present continuous. He may not be reading this book at the moment. Second example, he is teaching English in Delhi University. Teaching ing and is MR. Is MR plus ing present continuous. So this is he is teaching English in Delhi University. May not be teaching at the moment of speaking. Third one, for an action planned in the near future. I am going to the circus tonight. Is MR plus ing. So this is the present continuous tense. She is being married next week. Now whatever I have told you, this is was relating to active voice. Whenever you are writing the sentence in the passive voice, you have to simply add the word being. Whatever I told you, like is MR plus ing, this were all related to active voice. Now if you want to use the sentence in passive voice, you have to simply add the word being. So this is the sentence of passive voice. There won't be any am or anything else. This is passive voice. She is being married next week. Fourth one, for a repeated or habitual action used with an adverb like always, continually, constantly, very, etc. For example, he is always helping the way. Is plus ing, present continuous. Is always coming late to the office. Is plus ing, present continuous. Third one is the present perfect. Means either has or have. First one, it is used to express an action that has just been completed. He has just returned from office. Has. So it's a present perfect. The sun has set. Has. So present perfect. Second one, it is used to express past action whose time is not defined. Have you read this book? Have. Present perfect. Mr. Ram has been to USA. We don't know the time, but he has been to USA. So has. So it's a present perfect. Present perfect tense is also used to express a past action, the effect of which still continues. For example, I have cut my finger. Have, present perfect. I have finished my work. Have, present perfect. I have lived in Delhi for 10 years. Have, present perfect. So implying that he is still living in Delhi. So it expresses a past action or the effect of which still continues. So the effect is still there. Here also I have finished my work. I have cut my finger. The effect is still there. Fourth one, it is used to denote an action beginning at some time in the past and continuing up to the present moment. For example, I have known him for a long time. So it began in the past and it's continued up to the present time. We have lived here for 10 years. So it began in the past, continues till the present. It is also used with since and for. Now what is the difference between since and for? Since means from a particular point to the time of speaking, while for is used for a period of time. He has been ill since last week. So from a point of time till the time of speaking. So this is the present perfect tense. I have lived here for 2 years. Have for 2 years. For two is the period of time, 2 years. So for, so I have lived here for 2 years. So this is a present perfect tense. Now present perfect continuous tense. Perfect plus continuous combination. So you have to use been, and since it is present perfect, you have to use have. Have and continuous means ing. So have plus been plus ing. Now this tense is actually used for an action which began at some time in the past and still continue. They have been playing since 4 o'clock. It began in the past and it is continuing. They have been playing. So it becomes an example of present perfect continuous tense. For an unfinished action, we have been building the house. Have been building. Present perfect continuous tense. It is an unfinished action. I have been working for 10 years. I am still working. So it is an unfinished action. Have been working. Present perfect continuous tense. For drawing conclusions, her eyes are red. She has been crying. So has been crying. Present perfect continuous. For drawing conclusions, you are drawing conclusion from this. The room stinks. What is the conclusion? Someone has been frying fish here. Has been frying. So present perfect continuous tense. Fifth one is the simple past tense. Simple past. It indicates an action completed, often occurring with an adverb of time. Adverb of time. What is the adverb of time here? Yesterday. So what is the action here? Read the letter. So I read the letter yesterday. Simple past tense. Second one. For past habits or repeated action. He always carries a bag. He took a long walk every morning. So these are examples of simple past tense. Third one. To denote an action which continued for some time in the past. We studied chemistry for 2 years. So it began in the past and still continued for some time in the past. Sixth one is a past continuous tense. Now what you write here, past, so was or were plus ing. Was or were plus ing. It is used to denote an action going on sometime in the past. He was listening to the radio all day. So was plus ing, listening, ing. So it's an example of past continuous tense. She was weeping bitterly. Was weeping. So past continuous tense. It is used with an adverb all, emphasizing continuity, or with still emphasizing duration. It was raining all night. So duration is all night. Was raining. Was or were plus ing. Past continuous. It was still raining when I woke up. So it's emphasizing duration when I woke up. So was plus raining. Past continuous. Third one. For persistent habits in the past used with always and continually. For example, he was always grumbling. This is the past habit. Was plus ing. Past continuous. Used in making polite inquiries. I was wondering if you could help me. This is a polite inquiry. So was plus ing. So past continuous. Past perfect. Past perfect means you have to use had. For example, to describe an action completed in the past. Mahatma Gandhi had died on 30th January 1948. Had. Past perfect. The patient had died when the doctor arrived. The patient was already dead when the doctor arrived. It's completed. So the had died means it's a past perfect. I had written the letter before he arrived. The letter was already written before he arrived. So had is a past perfect tense. Third one. It is also used with a verb to show unfulfilled hopes and wishes. Thus verbs like expect, hope, suppose, things, wants, etc. is used to describe things we hope to do but could not do. For example, I had past perfect tense thought to send him a letter but could not send it. Your unfulfilled hope. Past perfect continuous. Combination of perfect plus continuous. So been. You have to include the word been, and perfect means had. So had plus continuous means ing. Had plus continuous plus combination of perfect plus continuous means been. Had been plus ing. It is used for an action that began before a certain time in the past and continued up to that time. For example, at that time he had been editing the newspaper for 2 years. So it began a certain time in the past and continued up till that time. At that time he had been editing. So it's a past perfect continuous. The newspaper for 2 years. The children had been practicing for 2 hours till I called them out. So it began a certain time in the past and continued up till that time. It is used for drawing conclusions. Her eyes were red. It was obvious that she had been crying all day. Had been crying. So it's a past perfect continuous. Simple future tense. It is used for an action that has still to take place. It will happen in the future. For example, I shall see him tomorrow. This is the action which is going to take place in the future. So it's an example of simple future tense. The price of goods will rise by year end. So it is an action which will take place in future. So it's an example of simple future tense. Other ways of expressing the future tense. A. Using simple present tense for official programs and timetable. For example, the college opens on 10th July. So this is an example of simple future tense. It will open on 10th July. It will open in the future. Using present continuous is a simple tense, but it can be called a simple future tense as well. Using present continuous tense when we talk of something that we plan to do in the near future. He is arriving this evening. I am going to Delhi tomorrow. Present continuous means is MR plus ing. He is arriving this evening. So this becomes an example of simple future tense. I am going to Delhi tomorrow. Is MR plus ing. It becomes a simple future tense. I am going to Delhi. Using will or shall. I will see him tomorrow. I shall see him tomorrow. These are examples of simple future tense. Now future continuous tense. Future continuous tense means you have to use will be plus ing. Future means will be plus ing. Future continuous means will be plus ing. It is used to represent an action which is going on at some time in the future. The guest will be arriving anytime from now. So will be plus ing. It's a future continuous tense. For future events that are planned, he will be meeting us next month. It's a future event. Will be plus ing. Future continuous. I shall be seeing the president tonight. It's a future. It's going to happen in future. Shall be plus ing. In the interrogative form, this tense is used to ask a polite question. Will you be doing in our absence? Will be plus ing. So future continuous. Now future perfect. So future perfect. So perfect means have and future means will have. Future perfect tense is used to indicate the completion of an action in a certain time in future. The action would be completed in a certain time in future. For example, I will have written by the year 2010. So this is used to indicate the completion of an action in a certain time in future. I will have written by, I should be writing 2022, but I have written 2010. Anyways, before you come, he will have slept. So will plus have, future perfect. So before you come, he will have slept. So it indicates the completion of an action in a certain time in the future. And future perfect continuous. Combination of perfect plus continuous means been. You have to include been. Perfect means have and future means will. Will have been or shall have been. And plus continuous equal to ing plus ing. Future perfect continuous is used to indicate an action that is in progress over a period of time and will end in the future. So I repeat, it is used to indicate an action that is in progress over a period of time and will end in the future. By next June, we shall have been living here for 4 years. It is in progress and it will end in the future. Shall have been living. So this is an example of future perfect continuous tense. So that's it about all the tenses. I hope you have understood something, if not everything. I know it's a tough chapter, but tenses are an important part of English grammar. You got to learn tenses. Even if you have not understood by watching once, watch twice, watch thrice, and I'm sure you will understand it. It's confusing, I can understand, but watch as many times as possible so that your concepts are clear. So that's it from me, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for your time. Until next time, bye bye.